Alrighty, hello everybody, StupidStudiosN here. I figured I'd try something a bit different this week and do a Saturday stream instead of the usual Monday, Thursday, Friday I've been trying to keep to. That little break in between days should hopefully help keep me going strong because I've noticed an issue recently, and that's whenever I do these weekly streams, I always tend to get burnt out by the end of the week. So hopefully this will fix that. And of course, the other major change is that I decided that this week I would do a afternoon stream as opposed to being in the evening because I typically need a nap middle of the day, and by getting in a stream before that, I should hopefully be more awake. Yeah. Figured for this one, I'll do something simple and just do a simple run through of the early days collection. More specifically, Duel Monsters 4, because that is an interesting game from what I've noticed. Last time when I played the early days collection, uh, I kind of got skill checked really hard by Weevil, and I want to atone for that by just kind of going through it. We'll do the Joey deck. I'm going to delete my save here. Just start with a completely clean slate. Alright. So for the most part, I'm going to avoid using passwords, though I may change my mind later. I will do one password real quick, just to make things a bit nicer on us. If I can find what the password was real quick. Okay. Enter a password. Give me 8 digits. Okay, Joey, you don't need to shout. So we'll do 6, 5, 4, 3, 7, 2. Oh, that's the wrong password. Okay, I see it. 1, 7, 2, 3, 2, 5, 7, 4. And that gets us Solomon Moto, who will give us an extra card at the end of each duel, so that'll be, in the long term, a nice thing to have. So, my mistake last time was picking Weevil. Turns out he's kind of the boss of this stage, so I'm going to start with Mako. Game audio is just a hair loud. I am going to cover that real quick. There we go. That should be a bit nicer. Alright, so our starting hand is Muse, Fungi of the Musk, Mystery Hand, Hero Shadow Scout, and another Hero Shadow Scout. Okay. So one of the things I neglected when I was doing the sampler I think it was last week, actually. So for those of you that have played Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, there's a little mechanic in the game. Well, I say little, it is probably the most central mechanic to the entire game. Fusions. So, unlike the regular card game, where you use the spell Polymerization to fuse a monster in your extra deck, you can just overlay any 2 cards here, and it'll create a new monster for you to work with. It could be a monster on the field, or a monster in your hand. Though, bear in mind, you will still need to meet the requirements to summon it. I played with a lot of these cards when I was doing some testing in the Yugi deck version of the game last night. I don't think we have any fusions right now, but if I see one that I recognize, I'm going to gun for it, because those monsters tend to have over 1,000 attack, and this early in the game, most of our opponents are just throwing stuff that are, I think at most 750, without any modifiers. This is just a little aside, but I ended up picking up a coffee drink yesterday for today's stream. I got a Nitro Cold Brew Mocha. Never had one of these before, so I am using that to get my caffeine fix in. The Archfiend Marmot of Nefariousness. And yeah, it's alright. Wait, what did I hit? Melting Shadow. Okay, I'll just use A here. Not my favorite coffee, but for something that I got for a few bucks at the grocery... Well, I say a few bucks. My partner got it for me. Thank you, Starburst, if you are here right now. Yeah. For just something quick that I don't need to brew. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. Armed Ninja. Do not have your effect from the actual game. Otherwise, you would be destroying a spell. You wouldn't be destroying a spell trap on the field now, but you could, theoretically. Yeah, I think I'll just stick to the coffees we normally make. This is, it's okay. And I get to put them in nice little mason jars. I do like to make brew coffee. It's relaxing. Oh, I can just go for game here. Twin Long Rods number 2. Well, aren't you pretty? So that's a pretty decent attack stat. And we get Cyber Shield. Powers up female monsters. All right then. Okay, so let's... So, of course, like with all of the other Game Boy games, we need to beat our opponent 5 times each. So at least we'll get some points to go towards building our deck. Oh yeah, and the other gimmick. So all of the gray spaces... Oh, hello, Naming. Hope you're doing well. Glad to see you here. Yeah, all of the grayed out spaces in our trunk. So, because this game was split into 3 different versions, they had to do something to make it unique for each version. And in doing that, all of the entire card pool is not accessible by any one copy of the game. You can get cards, every card in the game, but you cannot use every card for each version. So in Joey's case, all of the grayed out spaces are cards we cannot use in our deck, even if we meet the requirement for them. So let's see, can we use Twin Long Rods number 2? Oh, and yeah, Cyber Shield is a card we are not allowed to use, unfortunately. Wait. We cannot use due to our duelist level. Okay, interesting. There's another mechanic I forgot existed. The annoying thing is, without having the guide on hand, I just kind of need to scroll through here and go through thousands of cards in order to find the one that we just got, in order to see if we're allowed to use it or not. And case in point, we cannot use Twin Long Rods number 2. Yeah. Okay, that's unfortunate. I'll just play Hero Shadow Scout in defense position. Pass turn. And it's Haniwa. Okay, and we get hit with Torrential Tribute. That's unfortunate. At least we didn't summon yet, because this game doesn't abide by normal rules where we have a battle phase, so we can just go. Between Murmur and Nefariousness, Starboy, sure. Okay, I remember there being some fusion with Mecha. Look at the card. Details. Mecha Mole Zombie. So I will hold on to that one for now. Fourth kill. Wretched Ghost of the Addict, I think you are? Or just Wretched Ghost, yeah. Bootleg Kuribo. Let's see. I'll set you to defense just to lure out a monster. Haha, get jebaited. Okay, so we can tribute a monster for no cost just to summon another guy. Now, if our opponent summons anything bigger than 650, we're kind of cooked. Well, 600 in this case. 650 or higher, I should say. Oh, never mind. We're good. Nope. Keep hitting the game or the collection menu button. Tentacle Plant. And Vile Germs. Vile Bacteria for enhancing plants. Interesting. So I'm going to quickly check the Wikipedia page for the list so I don't just go brainlessly searching through the entire card pool. It'll also tell me if I can use the card. So, Tentacle Plant. No, yes, yes. Okay, so we can. Hey, yo, Genma, how's it going, dude? That's card number 589. So let's take out something. Probably you, yeah. Okay. And Viper. Tentacle plant. I think I should at least look and see if I can use vial germs. It's going alright, prepping for my own shenanigans right now. Oh, you're doing a Daybreak stream today? Yeah. That's cool. Let's see. Okay, cannot use this card due to our skill issue. Good to know. Buku, Wretched Ghost, White Dolphin, Wretched Ghost, Yamatano Dragon Scroll. Okay, this is one of the cool cards that we have. So I'm going to start... I guess I'll play Wretched Ghost in face down attack position. Who do put in? Yeah, so one of the mechanics of the Game Boy Yu-Gi-Oh games is that, aside from not being able to use certain cards based on what version of the game you're playing, you also just straight up can't use some cards if you are not at a quote-unquote high enough duelist level, or as I call it, a skill issue. Okay, so this is really nice. We can go play Yamatano. Attack with this guy. Fail to get in a hit with this guy. Have Yamatano clean up the mess. Let's see, we got Muka Muka. So what we can do is we can overlay these two on top of each other to create a fusion monster. So we converted two monsters into a much stronger guy. Very nice. It's funny, I think in every of the Game Boy games, Yamatano Dragon Scroll is always in to teach you the basics of the fusion mechanic, since it just goes into everything to make a dragon monster. And yet we don't have the actual card in the TCG for some reason. I mean, it's a normal monster, it wouldn't do anything, but still. Let's go for Wretched Ghost. But yeah, since we got that fusion early, we can probably clean this game up real quick, actually. That monster eyes. Yeah, I can show this off. So there's also, if we go to the menu here, details. Monster Eye is an effect monster. Eyes peek into an opponent's hand, which translates to... We can look at what our opponent has. So they have Ancient Jar, Change Slime, Flame Viper, and Zone Eater. However, we also can't attack with it since we used its effect. Ooh. And clean this one up. Invader from AD. Invader from another dimension. Okay. Present to you with a card. Wasteland. So this enhances is a field spell that enhances zombie, rock, and dinosaur monsters. Okay. So let me check the guide. Invader from another dimension. So that is something all characters can use. Cool. Let's go into our trunk. 560. Okay. Now what to take out? Probably another Lego. Okay, we'll be back in like 20 minutes probably. Okay, sounds good. Tentacle Plant, Drollbird, Gale Dogra, Archfiend, Marmot and Nefariousness, and... not Frog the Jam, but Slime Toad. Very funny that in the process of doing the localization for this game, they ended up re-implementing the Slime Toad rename. Anyway, activate Torrential Tribute, sure. Gale Dogra. Okay, so we've got Mechamole Zombie and Abyss Flower. I know Abyss Flower fuses into a lot of things as well. I'm just gonna check real quick the fusion guide. Yes, it does. Okay, so we'll go also an Abyss Flower, and for next turn, we should be able to make a fusion monster. There's so many odd permutations of monsters you can make in this game, it's always nice to have a guide on hand. So yeah, Mechamole Zombie, overlay on top of Abyss Flower to get... Wood Remains. It's not a major overhaul in attack stat, but it's nice. The cool thing is, since we do summon these monsters by combining them, we do actually get their entries in our card shrunk, but it'll show up as having 0 copies of it. Just the game's way of telling us that we have the means of making it, even if we do not have the card itself. Alright. Fungi of the Musk. Drollbird. Oh, right. And since we tacked into that ancient jar with a wind monster, whereas ancient jar is an earth monster, we win the alignment battle, which, if I just go into the instruction manual real quick. It's a big old complicated game of rock, paper, scissors. So, Pyro beats Forest, Forest beats Wind, Wind beats Earth, Earth beats Thunder, Thunder beats Aqua, Aqua beats Pyro. And in a separate chart, Shadow beats Light, Light beats Fiend, Fiend beats Dreams, Dreams beat Shadow, and separate from all of that, Divine just conquers all. Well, I say conquers all. Has no weaknesses, has no resistances. This is a little different than normal Yu-Gi-Oh! You could say that, yeah. Also, welcome to the stream, Bender. Good to have you. I don't know if you were here to see this earlier, but I guess a quick example of how this is different from normal Yu-Gi-Oh! So we have Yamatano Dragon Scroll here, which is a wind dragon monster, and Gale Dogra, which is a forest, and if we overlay these two on top of one another, it does nothing, because apparently that's not a valid fusion there. What could I do with, out of curiosity? I'll try Tentacle Plant next time. Either way. We'll go Drollbird. Oh, I look up the fusion chart. Yes, this is, I mentioned this in the stream announcement, but this game is kind of like Forbidden Memories if it were on the Game Boy Color, and with slightly more balanced rules. Like, actually remembering to implement the level system rules. Okay, so would fungi of the musk work? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Okay. That makes that. Actual black wizardry I'm doing here. Okay, so I can make that. Have I seen the speedruns for Forbidden Memories? Yes, I have. Twin-headed Thunder Dragon does indeed go burr. Tentacle plant. Yes, okay, that one works. So we can fuse together Tentacle Plant with the Amatana Dragon Scroll to get Black Dragon Jungle King. I haven't checked what the requirements would be, but I'm pretty sure you can, in fact, make Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon in this game. I'll double check, actually. Get weather reports. Neat. An unreliable source for weather info. Wow. That's kind of rude. Tremendous Fire. A life point burning spell. I could actually maybe throw that in the deck if the game will let me. There's another mechanic of this game, which I mentioned a bit earlier on, Ender. If you, depending on what version of the game you get, you can only use a fraction of the card pool. So for instance, when I go to the deck creation menu, you'll notice that some of the slots here in the trunk are grayed out. That means I am either unable to use them because I am too weak in skill, or because Yugi, Kaiba, and or Joey just refuse to use the cards. So, like, if I get, say, for instance, the Blue Eyes White Dragon, I'm pretty sure only Kaiba is allowed to play that. If you have the Kaiba version of the game. And vice versa, I'm pretty sure only Joey is allowed to use, Red Eyes Black Dragon and all that jazz. Are we allowed to use Tremendous Fire? Also, as an aside, because it's really goofy, even though you're not allowed to use every card in the card pool, you can still get cards you are not allowed to use. As I'm sure you could probably infer. Okay, that's goofy. So, Tremendous Fire is a post-game card, so you're only allowed to use it in the post-game, specifically for Kaiba. But can we use weather reports? At the very least, that is a bigger guy. Nope, only Yugi can use him. Never mind. Okay, well, we got Invader, Cyberstein, Starboy. Okay. Poke. One of those games that just hates the people that play it. Kinda, sorta. Really just a big ol' scheme on Konami's part to bank on the Pokemon craze that was going on at the time. But it's technically the de facto Game Boy Color version of Yu-Gi-Oh!, so shrug. Like, I guess Dark Duel Stories is probably better in terms of, what you're allowed to do, but mechanically, this is... Or, no, I'll say mechanically. Balancing-wise, it's probably the best. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to attack with Cyberstein. I'm going to shift Invader to defense because the early game opponents are really stupid and will just walk into anything in defense position if it's hidden. Case in point. The Game Boy Color Pokemon double version thing was such an odd trend. Yeah, and then every game released for a handheld just kind of did the exact same thing for a couple of years without any regard for why it worked for Pokemon. Back, making ramen. Ooh, yum. You know, I had a bit of a late breakfast today, so I am looking forward to having real food later tonight for dinner after the stream's done. I don't know why, but for the life of me, I can only, like, get myself to make 2 meals. Ooh, Yamatano. Yeah, 2 meals per day, roughly. At least, like, full meals. Otherwise, I just get too full. I guess I'll summon Starboy. Why not? Usually it's like 2 meals and a snack. I know 3 meals a day is typically what people say is good for you, but that's either too much money or too much time. Mystery hand. Why the hand be a mystery? Okay, good call to hit with my slightly big enough guy. And exact lethal. Very nice. And that was Mako's 5th defeat. Very nice. We get Mysterious Puppet. Just kind of a dude. Okay. A lot of tribute monsters. And Contract of Mask. It is a ritual spell that by tributing Mask of Darkness and 2 other monsters, we get to create a ritual monster. Which, if you know anything about Forbidden Memories, ritual cards are functionally useless. Not much has changed. Anyway. So we can move on to Shimon Muran. Simon Muran. A character that people who are very intimately familiar with Forbidden Memories should be aware of. Okay, I should check, because I don't know why, but something about Mysterious Puppeteer just strikes me as a Yugi card. Oh, it's an everyone card. Cool. That is 166, so we'll probably want to start from the front page. And go to deck. I'll take out Sinister Serpent. If we're putting the big boy in. 1500 is not a defense stat to sneeze at. Also, a fun detail about this game is that a lot of the music I've noticed is remixes of Forbidden Memories tracks, like this song right here, which I'll be quiet so y'all can listen. So yeah, just a fun detail. Also, I just noticed that his introduction referred to him as Simon Moran, but whenever we go over to his turn, it's a Shimon Moran. That's a quirky little translation error. Or when it switches over in just a moment. Where I beat the stuffing out of this poor old man. Or I can just look at, yeah, Shimon's deck. Yo, Yamatano Goaded Scroll. Ooh. Oh, we can do a funny here. So, let's go Hero Shadow Scout into you. Though I don't know if it'll really matter ultimately, since we basically have our opponent on dead to rights. I'll do it for style points on the last turn. Okay, so by taking Yamatano Dragon Scroll and putting it over Thunder something, fusion of Thunder Kid and Yamatano Dragon Scroll created Thunder Dragon. One piece of the puzzle already there, baby. Alright, what do I get from you, Shimon? Flame Dancer. And from Grandpa? Inexperienced Spy. Neat. Okay. So I vaguely recall a lot of the fire monsters were locked behind Joey, so I'm gonna see if that's the case here. Funny, it's one of the few fire monsters that Joey can act, or that everyone can actually use. That's 857. Okay. And we'll take out Sinister Serpent. Beak Snake, Monster Eye, Flame Dancer, Masked Clown, Hero Shadow Scout. I know there's a fusion I can make with Masked Clown. I just don't know if we have the material for it right now. Actually, now that I think about it, does Flame Dancer and Masked Clown make something? I know Masked Clown has a lot of fusions with a variety of things. Okay, scroll all the way to the M's. My god, this game has a lot of permutations for fusions. Oop. Flame. Not seeing anything for Flame Dancer. Fire Dancer even in this game? What we will do... I thought I heard you say Sepith just now. Oh no. No, 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 not here. No. Get your trails away from me. Mystery Hand. I think what I'll do, I'll try overlaying him onto Flame Dancer and see what happens. Oh, it worked. We created Chodobin, the fire something. Okay. Ooh, we got Yamatano. Okay, well, let's put Cherubin out first. Whack. Whack. Oof, got by a Gucci. Okay, Turtle Puddin. I'll put you to defense so I can fuse you later. Just pray they don't have anything bigger than 500. Karakuri Spider. I might actually put you to defense as well, because I want to try to fuse into B Jungle King. The Unhappy Maiden. Okay. Come on, Fusion Shokan. Metal Dragon. Okay. Not what I was expecting, but I'll take it. Oh, still get to summon a monster. That's nice. Caterpillar. Metal Dragon. Get Final Destiny. Destroys all monsters, traps, cards in hand. Locks an opponent's cards in attack position. Interesting. That doesn't sound like a bad card, actually. Let me see if I can use it. First Final Destiny. So everyone can use Final Destiny. That's good to know. Now, what was it? It was Stop Defense. Specifically, Joey can use it. Okay. I like these old cards when they had no clue what they were doing. Yeah, absolutely. Very wacky game. So here's the thing. If Stop Defense works how I think it's trying to word it, might not be as broken as we think it is. Or not Stop Defense. Did I say Stop Defense or Final Destiny? Either way, Final Destiny is the card that might not be as broken. Well, it sounds like it just destroys the opponent's entire hand. If it works like it does in the TCG, where its cost is discard 5 cards, it might destroy our hand. I'll swap out White Dolphin. I'm pretty sure you're kind of bad, actually. Let's see, Wasteland. Good to know we can use that at least. Twin Long Rods. Contract of the Mask. Aiden. Final Destiny. Okay. Take out the Bone Mouse. Actually, I'll take out Monster Eye. It's kind of garbage. Getting to peer into my opponent's hand is nice occasionally, but Cybershine, Karakuri, Muka, Wretched, and Thunder Kid. Okay, I'll start with Cyberstein. In defense. Nice. Really want to get my hands on one of those cards that we just put into the deck just to see how they work in the context of a game that is very, very poorly translated. Okay, Flame Dancer, so we can maybe fuse you with something. Muka Muka, do you do anything with Flame Dancer? You do! Dissolve a Rock! Okay, that's a bigger guy. Sometimes we don't need to go by the chart, we can just go off of vibes. Summon you. Probably overkill, but we'll just put you down. Wonderfully done. Soul of the Pure. That's pretty good in terms of healing. Bear Trap. Destroys monsters with attack less than 1500. That's a trap card. Let me see if that's a trap card that we can use. Everyone but Yugi. Okay, we're in the clear. And Yugi kind of gets like the shit end of the stick, it feels. So that's, yeah, 683. Take out Dancing Fairy. Bladefly, Mystery Hand, Beak Snake, Slime Toad. Talking base Yugi or Pharaoh? I'm pretty sure it's base Yugi, because I want to say Yami Yugi is an opponent you can face. I'll have to double check, though. I mean, granted, the cover art shows Yami Yugi, so might be him. Maybe a weird case where you fight yourself. I also didn't really look too deep into the actual, like, opponents list for this game, so that might also be a factor. Man, if I had a nickel for every time I was tasked to play Yu-Gi-Oh! With a water starter deck, I would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's very strange that it happened twice. Ooh, Stop Defense. Hello, Zone Eater. Goodbye, Zone Eater. See, is that GG's? I think it's GG's. Definitely GG's. Go in, Frog the Jam. Binding Chain. Something's going on here. Magically blocks an enemy's power, so that's kind of expensive, but maybe we can use that. And Eradicating Aerosol. This is a surprise tool that'll help us later. Bug Spray wipes out enemy insects. Okay, obligatory check to see if Binding Chain is something we can use. No, it is not. Everyone but Joey can use that card. Just for future reference, is Eradicating Aerosol. Eradicating Aerosol is a card for everyone. Good. And that is a surprise tool that'll help us later. Mystery Hand, Bear Trap. Final Destiny. Okay, that is a card we are saving for later. Yeah. Set that. Go. Sinister Serpent destroyed. Starting to think this card system's kind of bad. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I think it's supposed to meant to incentivize trading with other players who have cards you need that they don't. Okay. We don't really have that great of cards in hand right now. Let's go for it. Let's blow up the board. Oh! It just deletes everything! My god! There is no Yu-Gi-Oh! Leave! I mean, I guess it's just a last resort panic button. That's not bad, but my god, I wasn't expecting it to be just a full board and hand wipe. Actually horrific. You know, we used to ban cards that did that with a few extra steps. Anyway, I guess we're in the driver's seat now for the duel. Just kinda drew better than our opponent, and there's nothing they can really do about this. Oh no, the left leg of the forbidden one! Really scraping the bottom of the barrel here, I see. Maybe limited to one later. You know, this game does have a Forbidden and Limited list. I'm going to have to check and see if Final Destiny is on there for some reason. It's insane that the card only costs, like, 15 points to put it in my deck. Oh, right arm of the Forbidden one. So, Simon appears to have an Exodia win condition. Good to know, good to know. My fifth loss. Your deck is a reflection of you. We get Magician of Faith. It's kinda not great in this game, but in regular Yu-Gi-Oh! Incredibly good card for the time. We get Follow Wind. Powers up Winged Beasts. Interesting. Alright, so now we get to go for Esperoba. Now, one thing I do know about Esperoba is that this is an opponent that we can potentially get Genzo from for Joey. Let me see if Magician of Faith is something we can use first. Because I imagine there's probably a fusion associated with them if they have a cost. Moth is something everyone can use. Okay. And let's do the obligatory check. What can we fuse with Magician of Faith? Go all the way down to the M's. Okay, Moth seems to have a good few number of fusions with some of the cards we have here. Let's see. Way more than I was expecting, actually. Okay, yeah, we'll put Moth in. Just need to check and see what number it is. 428. After I take a card out. Puppeteer, Summerson, Gildogren. I feel like we can take Tudipuden out. Kind of just okay. Alright. That should be good. Hinotama, Hinotama. Okay. Beak Snake, Fungi the Musk, Magician of Faith, Idle Destiny, and Flame Dancer. We'll go for Beak Snake. Button that destroys everything. Okay, is one guy the Musk fused with Flame Dancer? You do not. Okay. Worth a try. Can we fuse Moth with Drollbird? No. Answer is no. Kinda regret fusing away Moth because we just got a card that does fuse with it. Have this flower go in. Okay, I think we can fuse these two at least. Yes, okay. Hey, honey. Thank God you don't have your effect in the game. Now some experimentation. So we have Beak Snake, Cyberstein, Joelbird. Can we fuse Flame Dancer and Air Marmot of Nefarious, or Archfiend Air Marmot of Nefariousness? Yes, we can. What do we make? Flame Cerberus. That's good. Anyway, kill him, my dragon. Get Boneheimer. Wandering the sea, it sucks its prey dry. Why is it gotta be phrased like that? I present to you with a card. Beast Fangs. Okay. I want to say that is a card Joey can use. Okay, can we use Boneheimer? Yep. Card for everyone. Cool. 856. I think that's a straight upgrade of Beak Snake. But I don't think we have anything that Jinzo really goes with, so I'll take you out instead. Build our collection of water monsters. Hinotama. Mystery Hand, Muse, Starboy, Buku, Mechamole Zombie. Okay. Okay, Mechamole, Buku. We'll put you down real quick. We'll save Yamatane for when we have a good force monster to pair with it. That was kind of rude. Should be Komori Dragon? Or Blackland Fire Dragon, that also works. It might be Fiend and Dragon that we need for that. Spectre. Oh, that's a guy. I've never seen this monster in my life. Before you notice, it's at your neck. Oh, well, that's lovely. Last Day of the Witch. Okay. Can we use the monster that goes for the throat? Spectre is a monster everyone can use. 6, 7. Okay. Bit of a weird little fella. I guess the question I should be asking, is it something I can use with other things? C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, R, S. Huh, this card didn't even exist in the game. In the Dark Duel Stories, which is what I'm basing my fusion chart off of. So I will just not bother. Starboy, Abyss Flower, Hero Shadowcat, Muse A. Can I fuse these two together? Ancient Witch, Ancient Tree, Ancient One, Ancient Jar, Elf, Amazon, Alpha. Yes, I can. Okay. I'll put you down. In defense. Make one hell of a classic monster here. Medicine. Okay. Nice try. Ooh, but this might be just a little bit better. I'll attack. As it would turn out, Abyss Flower and Muse A makes Witch of the Black Forest, which is... it's better than what we have currently. Gale Dog. Okay, a decently sized lad. Very nicely done. Hamburger recipe. Bioplant and generics. Cool. Turtle Oath. We need 30,000 year white turtle and some other shit. Cool. More useless ritual spells. Just what we need. Mechamole, Bone Mouse, Beak Snake, Beak Snake, Beak Snake. A lot of beak snakes. Tama. That's right, get beak snaked. Let's do some fusioning. Never mind. we got Mysterious Puppeteer. I don't feel immediately threatened to need to use him, but good to know. Okay, we got Yamatano. Can we make Black Dragon Jungle King? No, we cannot. Okay. Our fungus is just a tad too weak. Just piece some crap together, see what we can make. From there, okay. My funny little snake trio wins the day, yet again. Kisetai. Often the root of bad feelings. Okay, so 300 attack. Okay. Final Flame. Let me have a gander. Does Kisetai feast anything? I can remember how to spell the name. Copy. Paste. Use this with nothing. Good to know. As far as I'm aware, at least. Mystery Hand, Flame Dancer, Hero Shadow Scout, Magician of Faith, Drillbird. I'll wait till I get some materials I'm pretty sure fuse with those. Tentacle Plant. Not confident enough. Okay, these two I know for a fact fuse, so we'll put you out. Next turn we can make Flame Cerberus. Quite a nice boon to have. And the best part is we can still normal summon. Woo! Okay. Go on to the moth. Just get poking. Uh-oh. I mean, that won't really help you much. Especially if I get the guy back next turn. Can we fuse Moth with this guy? Yes, we can. What do we get? Lord of D. Okay. I am very familiar with that card. Gravedigger Ghoul removes all monsters from graveyards. And Torrential Tribute. Okay, that's good to have. I'm pretty sure that's one of those everyone but Yugi can use cards, so good for us. I'm just gonna double check my records, make sure. Okay, yeah, we did get our 5th win against Esperoba. Good. So, on to Rex. Hey, the D stands for dragons. Get your mind out of the gutter, Genma. Come on, you're better than that. Abershine Muse, Mystery Hand, Beak Snake. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure there's also another remix from Forbidden Memories. It's the preliminary tournament duel from that game. I don't see how this disproved my accusation. Look, man, I don't know. If my testimony is not enough to disprove it, then I don't think anything else will convince you. Believe what you want to. Oop, wrong button. Tomazotis. I know I have heard of people being into dragons, but that's new. No, not like that. How dare you, good sir? How dare you? As an aside, the song earlier was kind of making me nostalgic for the Oracle games. The one that was playing when we fought Esperoba, or the one now? Esperoba, yeah, checks out. I also wasn't really paying that much attention to his music. It was kind of more, well, I was gonna say plain, but original is probably the better word to use in this case. Because I can recognize Rex and Simon's theme from the PS1 game, the Cannon Soldier. I was gonna say, that's a really good cost, and then I noticed it's a 5-star. We get Black Illusion Ritual. That might not be a bad card, actually. If we can get Dark Eyes Illusionists, then we may be cooking. Okay, obligatory check. Can we use Cannon Soldier? And more importantly, does he have any fusions associated with him? Yeah. The sea is not too far away. Fuse it with Air Marmot. We can fuse it with a lot of things, it looks like. White Dolphin, but we kind of already chucked him out of the deck, and Yamatano Dragon Skull. Seems okay. I'm probably going to elect not to put him in. At the very least, I could... Oh, wait. One of the cards we're not allowed to use, of course. Okay, so we can in fact use Cannon Soldier. I'm going to swap out, I think it's Puppeteer. Is there another tribute monster I put in here, actually? Music. Invader from Another Dimension is probably a good candidate to get replaced. Oop, man. Master Clown, Hero Shadow Scout, Karakuri Spider, Richard Ghost, Flame Dancer. Okay. If we can get, that other guy, I forget his name, Air Marmot, then, remember to use you. Neutral, okay. Did get Magician of Faith. I'll hold on to her. There's better fusion targets, I'm pretty sure, than what we have currently. Orogashi. Do the two women fuse together to make anything? Scroll, scroll, scroll. Rolled too far. Oh, they do. Oh, that's actually not bad. Okay. Put you on the board. And next turn, we're really gonna start hitting for damage. Well, turn after next turn. Boneheimer. Okay, Magician of Faith and Muse fuse together to make... Dark Witch. Happy International Women's Day, by the way. Anyway. I've just been kind of scrolling through my Blue Sky feed while I was hitting through battles and saw a lot of people post that, so obligatory chime in. The Stop Defense, Karakuri Spider, Flame Dancer. Does Masked Clown and Karakuri Spider fuse to make anything? Yes, it does. Iron Face. That's a unique look. Yeah, Stop Defense. Well, first. Oh, hold on to the Flame Dancer. Hitting for double digits of damage. It's so nice. Whew! Torrential Tribute. I'll hold on to that. Phantom Ghost. Vile Spirits, team as one. And Brain Control. Oh, that's kind of huge. Okay. Now the important question is Brain Control even something we can play? It could very well be a post-game card. Ooh, it's a card only Yugi can use. That's a shame. Hey, if this were my other save, we'd be cooking. Okay, but yeah, let me check the guide to see if we can use Phantom Ghost for anything. It looks like a lot of things, actually. Okay, I might be putting this in the deck. Okay, so Trunk. First, let's check and see if we can even play the card. Phantom Ghost is good for everyone. Cool. 203. Let's check out... Who's not really been pulling their weight? Mystery Hand. Okie dokie. Bone Mouse, Cannon Soldier, Flame Dancer, Torrential Tribute. Okay. Can we fuse Fungi the Musk with Cannon Soldier? Make garbage. Okay, set Torrential Tribute, pass. Well, whatever it was, we deleted it, so that's good. Oh, just a faith in bone mass. Does that make magical ghost? Yes, it does. Okay. You got a valid fusion for once. Crazy. Tentacle plant, magical ghost, flame dancer. Yeah, magical ghost. Ooh, we need a tribute for it. Okay. On to you. Just not letting me put anything on the board, are we? Fine, we'll just overwhelm you with sheer numbers. If circumstances call for it, we have our destroy everything button at least. Boneheimer. Okay, tributes. Let's see you do it again. Okay, I got another Phantom Ghost. That's cool. And Megamorph. Very expensive, but we have it. Okay. Only Kaiba can use Megamorph, though. Dang it. Well, I know we can use Phantom Ghost, and that has pretty decent stats overall, so let's put that on. Fungi, you're not doing much. Two of three. Oh, but that puts us over the limit. Let's take them out. What's something else we can put in? I could swap out a monster for Gravedigger's Ghoul, but I don't really see the need to do that right now. Don't have any opponents that are doing shenanigans with the graveyard yet. Kassetai, no, you're too expensive. Too specific. Too underskilled. I guess we can put you back in. It can be nice to have more tribute monsters sometimes. Okay, we got Yamatano on the draw. And plus Bear Trap means we can get a fusion pretty quickly. Attack with you. Yep, good call. And problem child deleted, so we can just fuse into you. And then put you on the board. Gives a very favorable advantage. Alright, dudes, I'm afraid this is where I must go, but hope the rest of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Game goes well. So thank you, Genma, I appreciate it, and thank you for stopping by, as always. Always good having you around, buddy. Hope your Daybreak stream goes well. Enjoy experiencing the horrors. Thank you, you too. What do you mean, me too? I'm not experiencing the horrors yet. Ugh. Horn of the Unicorn. Shadow or Fiend Horned Monsters. That's weirdly specific. And Elegant Egotist. Triple Harpy Lady for attacks. Neat. I am going to take a quick break to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Ah, I'm back, and I see in my absence the demons have come. Let me quickly send you to the Shadow Realm. There we go. Okie dokie. That's Clown, Hero, Shadow Scout, Mech Mole, Drollbird, Muka Muka. I'm feeling Hero Shadow Scout. Wretched Ghost, Mech Mole, Drollbird. Oh, Thunderchild. Zap to the extreme. At some point, they put on like a chat filter or something to keep those spam bots from hitting as frequently as they do. It's like at least one comes by every stream. Oh, that's a monster I haven't seen yet. What do we got? Turpurin, Ekmol. What's your stats? Earth? Hilarious, I think Drollbird actually covers that. Yeah, put Muka Muka out. At least the alignment chart in this game makes more sense than Forbidden Memories, so easier to parse what we need to hit what with. Notably, they didn't walk into Beaked Snake. At least I don't think they did. So I just wasn't paying attention. Okay, got the game on lockdown. Ooh, really got the game on lockdown now. Get Kaganingen. And Vile Germs. Disgusting. Alright, we've avoided you for long enough. Time for the rematch, Weevil. So, I don't doubt that we can play Kaganingen since that is a Joey card. And I've seen more surprising. Yep, okay, we can play it. So it's 59. Here. 107, my bad. Wait. Oh, 59 is the cost. That's disgusting. Oh, I might hold off on putting you in the deck for the time being. Well, actually, we could swap out Beat Snake. Because we don't really have any good fusions with that guy. You in? Yeah. Let me look. What fusions can we make with Kage Ningen? A lot, actually. Okay, Abyss Flower works with you. Bone Mouse. Imagine we can make something with the Flame Dancer. Luca works. Okay, yeah, we've got options. We've definitely got options. Okay, but since we're playing against Weevil, we also need some backup here, because he was kind of a pain in the butt last time. So let's go to the back pages and grab Eradicating Aerosol. Setai... Contract, Bear Trap, Hamburger... Eradicating, okay. Swap out... Turupurin? Yeah, Turupurin. Okay, it's actually less cost too. So what I'll do, I'll put Muse A in defense. I don't think he has any monsters that can get over that unless he equips a monster with something. Okay, Soldier Ants. I'll set Flame Dancer to defense so he can maybe run into that with one of his forest monsters. Gumo, okay. Keep you off some numbers. Insect Armor Laser Cannon, yep. That's just mean. Okay, well, we got that taken care of. Just glad that we actually have an answer to that card. Okay. Well, I know what that face down is. It's Infinite Dismiss, which negates an attack. Case in point. Basically just free negate of a monster attack. Put this flower in. It's basic insect. He's specifically going to need a second Ganegumo, it's some lobster-looking monster, I forget what it's called, but whatever it is, to take care of our Flame Dancer. keep pushing for damage while Weevil is still kind of weak. Next turn we can start tributing off monsters for bigger stuff. Okay, there's the water monster answer. I'll tribute you for Mysterious Puppeteer. And exact lethal. Very nice. Fairy Fountain. Ooh, that's a decent statted monster. And Megamorph, which we cannot use. Thanks, Grandpa. Okay. Let's go to the deck, take out Invader, and swap it in for the Fountain Lady. Good. I didn't even think to check if it was something we could use, so we might get cooked. That's a shame. Hollowwind, Wasteland, Soul, Tremendous Festival. Dancing Elf, Monster, Karakuri, Benzo, Magician. This flower binding something. Oh, there it is. Okay, good to go. Okay, we can actually check our Phantom fusions. So let's see. Does Phantom Fusion have anything with Tentacle Plant? It does, okay. Beat Snake. Nope. Use A. No. Karakuri Spider? It's not. Okay, so really just Tentacle Plant then. In that case, I'll set Beak Snake to defense. That's a problem. We got Moth now. Problem is, I'm pretty sure, yeah, Magical Ghost is a 4-star, so we're going to need to fuse it with Tentacle Plant. Oh, but Wood Remains doesn't get over the Ganigumo. This might be a problem. Cannon Soldier doesn't get us out of this. Stem the bleeding a bit by taking care of the Needleworm. Just keep throwing out our muses. They'll protect us eventually. Come on, eradicate Aerosol. Nope. There's a few cards in our deck that actually get us out of this mess. We should actually draw them. Bear Trap does it, Torrential Tribute does it, Eradicating Aerosol does it. Parasite, gross. Oneheimer does not do it. Neither does Cyberstein. Okay, Torrential Tribute. Cool. Wood remains. Cool. Basically Mirror Force. Unless they have another laser cannon, we won't need to do anything drastic immediately. Okay. Crap. I'll go ahead and tribute my monster just so that threat is neutralized. Ooh. Well, that was a decent turnaround. Infinite Dismissal! Ultimate Dragon. Tribute 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons. Oh god. Don't think we're making that thing. So, let's see. Now, the question is Infinite Dismissal a Joey card? Nope, it's a Yugi card. Dang. And while I'm sure I can use the ritual spell that we just got, I don't think we can actually use the ritual spell we just got. Starboy, Karakuri, Buku, Wretched Ghost, Wretched Ghost. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's really not good. Buku, do you fuse with any of the monsters in our hand? No. Shit. Well, stem the bleeding, just like last game. Eventually, our opponent will run out of big enough monsters to stop us. After that, we'll find the counter. Zaragun! I have to wonder why that monster is called Buku. It's because he's a book and he's a ghost, so therefore, ooh. I don't know, I'm just saying things at this point. Magician of Faith, do you feel the Starboy? No, you don't. That's a problem. Oh, I am critically low. Something good, please. That's good, but I don't know if it's what we need right now. Moth, do you fuse with Shadow Spectre? Wretched Ghost? No? Okay. First loss. Run it back. Jeez, that turn 1 laser cannon. Phantom goes torrential trip. Okay, that solves our problems. Okay, does Phantom Ghost fuse with anything in hand currently? Doesn't fuse with Hero Shadow Scout Kage Ningen. How about you? Oh, yes, actually. Okay. That will put us in the driver's seat almost immediately. I think you would need to exactly use laser insect armor on a needleworm. Somehow managed to tribute for Gokibor, which I don't see either being applicable right now. Can I fuse any of these guys together? Yes, I can. Which of the BF? Also a really nice monster to have on board. Alright, let's not beat around the bush and just kill them. Soldier Ari. Soldier Ant. Oh, okay. Kind of expensive, but it could come up. What do we get here? Multiply. Cover the field with curry bows. Is that a card Joey can use? It would be really nice. If it works like it does in the... If it just creates a bunch of curry bows. No, it doesn't, unfortunately. Soldier... Soldier Ari. It's a Joey card, but only in the postgame. That's lame. Okay. Oh, Slime Toad, Boneheimer, Mystery Hand, Starboy, Stop Defense. Okay. I think out of all these, Boneheimer is our best bet. Does Boneheimer have any fusions with any of the cards in our hand, though? That would make it better. Boneheimer doesn't, but we can check and see if Frog the Jam does. Defense, Mystery Hand, Slime Toad. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Boneheimer in face down attack. Ah, come on. Really doing this? I just can't catch a break with Weevil, my god. Okay. Phantom Ghost, do you fuse with any of our waters? We have Frog the Jam, effectively. Fuse with Frog the Jam. Mystery Hand? Doesn't fuse with Mystery Hand. Starboy. Hang on Starboy, and we can't really use that. Okay. What to do here? Play the defensive. Until we get to play the offensive. Let's go! Gonna need a lobster to stop me, buddy. And there's the aforementioned lobster. Area of the fountain. Okay, if I can maintain a monster long enough to... Okay, so it would have to be Gokibor or something like insect armor plus one of his monsters. Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh, that's really not good. Okay, Get defending! We're gonna do that torrential tribute and fast. Okay, Eradicator. Get that off the board. Okay. And that's the needleworm I was expecting last turn. Okay, I am going to play this... I'd say safely, but... Oh. Hercules Beetle. Right on time. Just what I wanted to see. Do you fuse together? Yes, actually. For a monster that doesn't really amount to much in terms of benefit. Okay. Let's see. Shadow Scout. Yeah, pass. We are critically low on dudes right now. Dangerously low on dudes, my god. Yeah, I'm discarding you. Need the draw. But I think that's GG's. Or, maybe. Come on, anything good? No, not really. Honorable Seppuku. Okay, so we've learned from this that we need to hold on to our eradicating aerosol when we get it. Good lord, can you stop opening with that exact combo game? Oh, well. I'm not gonna complain. Okay, so I'm gonna just put my monsters in defense for a few turns. Wait for him to build up a pretty sizable board. And then hit him with the board wipe of all time. I forget if these two fuse together to make anything. Oh, they do. A bad card either. Might not be a bad time to throw this out. Love a good blowout card. Okay, throw Torrential out. And I think victory is all but secured from this position. Let's attack with Snake. Okay, good call. Okay, tribute for Cannon Soldier. And Stone Ghost for game. The Stern Mystic. It's a 5-star. And another copy of a card we can't even use. Thanks, Grandpa. Okay, we just need one more win against Weevil. Okay, so is Stern Mystic a Yugi card, or can we use it in our deck? Always the question we gotta ask. Oh, we can use it in our deck. Cool. Okay. Card number 801. Great. So, what are we taking out? Guess Cannon Soldier. Yeah, slightly weaker stats, might as well. Fairy at the Fountain, Final Destiny, Yamatano Dragon Scroll, Mysterious Puppeteer, and Eradicating Aerosol. You in face down attack position. Nice. I think this will be a game we can take on, since we have quite a good bit of backup, and if he tries anything funny, we just tribute for the Fountain Woman. As long as we have a monster big enough to get over whatever he has, I'm just gonna put on smaller guys onto the bench. Like so. Okay, well, we have him on the defensive now. So he'll need to draw the laser insect armor the hard way if he wants to get through us. Unless he just has some crazy card we haven't seen yet, like Rex kind of pulled on us that one time. And he's going to be compelled to attack the Karibo, because of course he is. We will respond in kind. Okay, that should be our 5th Weevil win. Yep, 5 times. Okay, what do we get? Oh, Beast Marmot. Oh lord, he coming. And what else? Commencement Dance. Need Water Emotics and other garbage. Cool. Is a Beast Marmot a card we can use? Using every deck, yep. 59 cost. It's got a lot of fusions here. Okay. Oh, cool. Piece of Muse. That's nice. Okay, yeah, I'll put that in. And we get tier 2, which is a lot of other fellows. But Shizu looks to be the boss of this chapter, so we'll start with the Rare Hunter. I'm a Rare Hunter, and I hunt rare cards. Okay. Oh, you know, since we have a bit more points now, we can probably put in some of the other monsters in our deck that we couldn't before. So let's take out Wretched Ghost. Oh, that was a kind of costly fellow. Put you in. What value is Marmot? 604. Okay, we're roughly halfway there. Yep, okay. So what are we taking out otherwise? Be another one of these? Okay. Final Flame. Okay, here's hoping he doesn't have anything insane. Let's overlay these two. Oh. Well, we're about to find out if he has anything insane at this point. Hannibal. Okay. Might be cooked. I very greatly misinterpreted a fusion that we could do. Oh, good as time as any to test out what works and what doesn't. Ooh, three-headed geode. That's kind of terrifying. Was that a tribute? Yeah, it was. Okay, never mind. Fiend and Shadow. I don't think we have anything that stops that. Alright, put us out of our misery. What did you tribute for that? Oh, another one. Okay, sure. I sure did see two Hannibals summoned on me. Okay, so Yamatano, Bone Mouse, Beak Snake, Fairy of the Fountain, and another Beak Snake. Surely we can get over his monster. Okay, Needle Ball. That's manageable. Phantom Ghost. I am going to just I'm just gonna normal summon. Yeah. Uh-oh. Okay. Final Flame, sure. Okay, let's see if we can take this guy out first. Yes, we can. Now our opponent is on the back foot. Should be able to make Black Jungle King next turn. Then the pressure is on. Oop. Phantom Duan. Air Trap. Want to do anything with these two? Nope. Okay. Worth a shot. And provided all goes according to plan, we should be able to wrap this up next turn. Ouch. Kinda rude. Right leg of the Forbidden One. And go get him, my dragon. Get Water Element. Very nice. And Revived Serpent. Tribute Blackland Fire Dragon and some other garbage. I think we can actually make Blackland Fire Dragon, but it's specifically requiring our Yamatano, which I don't particularly like doing, and yeah, that's a lot of resources. Okay. Yeah, I think that is a good point to call it a stream. Managed to make a good bit of progress in the game. We're on the second stage now. I might do a bit of grinding off camera to see if we can get some of the cards from our opponents. That would help us in the later stages. Because Lord knows grinding is never fun to do on stream. But yeah. So, thank you all for stopping by, those that did. As always, you can check, I believe I have my Discord on my YouTube channel, if y'all want to check that out, and those that are watching the VOD, probably in the description. And yeah, I'll catch y'all next week. It's been StupidStudiosN, signing out. Ciao.